All right. How are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Thank you for joining us. This is James Carr, Title IV ADA Specialist, joining us from ClearCaptions.
Great. Philip, thank you very much for having me here. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. And thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, you get beautiful new offices here.
Thank you very much.
This is quite nice.
Thank you. So kind of tell us a little bit about yourself,
Sure.
how you got into the industry with ClearCaptions, helping people with caption telephones.
Oh, I would love to. Thanks. So I was in the corporate telecommunications world for over 33 years. I worked at Motorola for 25 years. I worked at Samsung for 7 years. Everything from at Motorola, the two-way radio, police, fire, EMS, selling two-way radio and mobile data systems to them. And so I was kind of, in the corporate world, and I've lived in Houston, Southern California, Seattle, out to Philadelphia, back to Seattle, kind of doing the corporate rat race for a real long time. And the exciting thing was we always knew about this area of the country. And our relatives had a place out at Point Venture that we used to visit from time to time. And we were fortunate enough to get a place at Point Venture about 4 years ago. And we decided we moved from Seattle and came out here. We've been here it was 4 years in August.
Oh, do you miss the rain at all or the better weather? Or?
No, we get that information handed back to us. My oldest son still lives out in Seattle.
Yeah.
He works at Microsoft. So that was my kind of corporate life. And when we came out here, my father-in-law had some hearing issues. And we would have a very, very difficult time communicating with him over the phone. We'd call, he wouldn't answer. We'd finally get a hold of him. We'd send neighbors over to knock on his door. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What do you mean? Well, your kids have been trying to call you. Well, I can't hear the phone. So long story short, I heard about captioned telephone. And we checked it out and we got him a captioned telephone and it changed his life. The audio was so good. When the phone rang, the flasher would flash. He could see what was going on, and it enhanced and it interfaced with his hearing aids, and it really, really helped him to communicate. And he got back in the game, maintained his independence. And I said, wow, this is awesome. I became kind of a spokesperson for it. And then one day my wife saw that there was an opportunity to be a ADA specialist, a territory manager for ClearCaptions in Central Texas. And so I jumped all over it.
It was easy.
Yeah. And here I am.
Easy decision.
Because I had a reason to do it.
Right. Can you, because the phone has a lot of features besides captioning. It has amplification as well, lights, and a lot of options on the screen, and even Bluetooth compatibility to hearing aids. So it'll actually stream to the hearing aids while they can look at the captions.
Exactly.
So can you show us a little bit of the functions of the telephone?
Oh, sure. So remember, everybody, this is a regular home phone. You will speak like you normally speak. You will hear the best you can. But if you miss anything the person is saying to you, or on the display, it will be captioning all the words the person is saying to you. Not your words, but the words they're saying to you. You know what you're saying. This is just to assist if you miss a word or they're speaking a little bit low, that type of thing. Okay? You can use the handset. Most people use the speakerphone right here. Or if you have Bluetooth capable hearing aids, this phone will connect automatically to your Bluetooth hearing aids. So when you answer the phone, you can either answer it hitting the speaker, and if it's connected to your Bluetooth hearing aids, you just sit back and relax, talk. It comes right through your Bluetooth hearing aids, and then you can glance down at the screen if you happen to miss any word. The other functionality, folks, just like a regular home phone, is on the display here, you actually have a contact section, so you can have names and numbers stored. You have a favorites section. So let's say, for example, you have 50 contacts or 100 contacts listed in your contact section. You can make as many as you like favorites, so you don't have such a huge list to go through.
Right. I don't think it's big. It's a big screen. So it's almost the size of a medium-sized tablet. So it's really easy to see. And can you change the sizing of the text?
Oh yeah, the font size. And when we install this phone, I'll personally install it for you. Okay.
That's right. The white glove service.
White glove service.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So from the moment you have an interest and that you qualify, we will come out either on the phone or normally in person, and we'll wear masks and gloves, and we get checked every week. We get tested every week. But we will do everything from the registration to the installation, providing you a phone, showing you how it works. Also, you'll have numbers stored in here for me and for our customer care center, which is open 7 days a week. They're in Roseville, California at our headquarters, and they're there to help with whatever questions do come up and arrive. So the white glove service too is if you need a professional certification form, we will go directly to your healthcare professional who can sign that form for us. We take care of everything for you in your own home. You don't have to go out or go anywhere.
And what is that process? So if someone is interested in that, where's the first place to start? For me, you can call me directly, James Carr at 512-650-0429, or you can call our customer care center, and it's at ClearCaptions.com. You can go to ClearCaptions.com to our website, and you can sign up there. And if you live in this area, they'll transfer the information to me, and I'll coordinate all the installation and all that. So once again, this little display down here, there's a couple of other cool little features too. There's a call log. Here's something that was really cool for me and for my father-in-law. The call log, like on your mobile or on your cell phone, this remembers every call you made and every call you received. So you can actually go back in the call log and not only see who you called or who called you, but if you had a conversation, the captions are stored there. So you can actually go back. So you can reread
past conversations, what the person said, and you're in control. You can delete them or you can keep them.
Okay.
Built-in answering machine. Wonderful. So not only when you miss a call and somebody leaves a message, when you play it back, not only will you hear the message, it will caption out what the person said. And you can go back and re-review it too.
Okay. Okay. And so do you recommend someone getting a hearing test first to verify that they need it, or is that the process there?
Yes, absolutely. So we are a certified federal provider of captioned telephone. We're nationwide. Okay. And if you live in America, in the United States, and you have a form of hearing loss where captions on a telephone and on your iPhone or tablet, which I'll get into in a second, if you have a need, if you have trouble hearing on the telephone, maybe the pitch is too high, too low, you're just missing a few things, you qualify. It is free. There is no cost.
There's no cost at all.
There's zero cost, and I'll get into that in a second. To have this service, you just need to have any professional, a hearing care professional, an MD, a regular MD, they can certify, ear, nose, throat, different type of nurses, even other types of folks and entities, such as healthcare coordinators, anybody who is certified in judging that they have a hearing test. So a lot of people say, I have an issue with hearing on the telephone, but I've never had a hearing test. We highly recommend you go have a hearing test because it's just so beneficial. Once that is complete, even though they don't have a professional certification form, we will go directly to the hearing care professional
and let us know.
And let you know.
Okay.
And you guys know how to
coordinate with us.
Coordinate with you, get it done. Whoops.
And tell us about the no cost portion.
Okay.
Why is it no cost?
Okay. So everybody knows there's no such thing as something for nothing. How can that be free? Right? There's no such thing. So this phone right here, when we're talking about the home phone, we give it to you at no cost. It's about a $500 value. But here's why there is no cost. So folks out there, and I know you have, who here has heard of the Americans with Disabilities Act?
Me.
Yep, and me too. And I know a lot of people out there. So the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, there's 5 titles or laws to the Americans with Disabilities Act. Title 4 is the Telecommunication Relay Services Act. That is a law that requires all telephone companies and internet companies in the United States to pay a fraction of the fees they charge the public into a fund. This fund is where we get paid from.
Okay.
So frankly, everybody go home and take a look at your phone bills. You ever notice those little nickel and dime fees you see on there?
That's what that is.
And you're saying, what is this $1.20? What is this 80 cents? What is this? One of them you'll recognize it says Federal Universal Service Fee. That's where the money comes from. So if it comes a point in your life when you have any form of hearing loss that necessitates the use of captions, you should take advantage of it because you've been paying for it.
You've kind of paid for it already.
All right. Well, and every month you're still paying that little tax. So that's where the money comes from. But it's only for people who have a certified, verifiable form of hearing loss. It could be slight. It could be severe. It could be with hearing aids or without hearing aids.
And that's also for people that know of someone,
Absolutely.
know of an aunt that can't hear everything, or maybe they don't call them anymore because they can't hear them on the phone.
That's exactly right.
And they've cut off that communication, which is not good.
That is not good.
Have them have a hearing test and then have them qualify for this.
Exactly. Yeah. If they have any form of hearing loss, you can self-certify that I have a hearing loss that necessitates this. All the client or patient does is give us the name, address, and phone number of their healthcare professional or hearing care professional. We will go directly to that healthcare professional and get the certified form. They don't have to go out and do that sort of thing. So that's why. So at the end of the day, there's really nothing that's free. Right. You've been paying for this your whole life. So it's really a civil right. You should take advantage of it because it's so much easier when not only you're hearing the best you can, but if you can get that visual reinforcement with the captions, it actually does help people, and their hearing aids work so much better, especially on the phone. Maybe when you're talking to the granddaughter who's kind of speaking very, very low.
Or very, very fast.
Or very, very fast. Very, very fast.
So it's there to assist you.
It is.
As you have audio, if you can get that visual too, and that's just so much better.
Exactly. The nice thing too is when we're here setting the home phone up for you, or your iPhone mobile app, or your tablet, which we'll get into in a second, when we're setting this up for you, we will actually do some live calls, and we'll interface to your hearing aids, or if you use speakerphone or you want to use the handset, there's a volume switch here. Volume up and down. When you're live during a call, you can actually go volume up or volume down right during your live call. So you can adjust it. If you're speaking to me and I'm speaking in a very deep voice and very slowly, you may want to turn me down.
Right.
But you can conversely raise it up if you're talking to that person who's speaking with a whisper, high, a little higher voice. Yeah. So it makes it very easy right on the face of the phone. But we give everybody their full training, backup trainings. We're here to help. I live right out in Point Venture, so I'm close to everything. Okay. Close by.
Tell us about the app and the tablet and how does that work? Or
Sure.
What is it? Is it the same thing? How does it work?
Good. Yep. So in addition to the home phone, which is free, if you have, now we don't give you an iPhone or an iPad, but we have developed our no-cost smartphone mobile app. It is now available for iPhone. It's got to be, your iPhone needs to be an iPhone 5S or newer.
Okay.
And your iPad just needs to be software 12.0 or newer. And everybody, if you're updating your iPads and iPhone, it's up to 13 or whatever right now. So it's so simple. It's the same thing. You have an account with us, and what we do is with your iPhone, you will download the app from the iPhone App Store. It'll ask you to register, and we do this all with you, right? You have login information. You just have a username and a password. You log in, and it's up, and it's on the air, okay? If you want to receive calls, make calls, if you know how to use your iPhone right now, you will know how to use the app because the words will automatically show up. You can make a call from the app. You can receive a call on the app. The person you're talking to, they don't know that you're on the app. You're still hearing the best that you can, speaking like you normally speak, but all the words will be coming right across the display in near real time.
Here we go. It's this mobile version here. So I'm just on your website.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at this.
Mm-hmm. And again, when we're setting this up for you, we can change the font size. We can make it as big as you like or as small as you like. And of course, if you have the tablet, you have a much bigger surface area.
Right. Is that Wi-Fi calling or?
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever your iPhone is set to, if you're on the Wi-Fi at home and you're set to Wi-Fi calling and you use the mobile app, the captions will be there. All your contacts sync with our mobile app. So every contact that you have in your iPhone or your iPad will sync.
So it's really just installing it and then
just putting it on and showing the folks how to use it. It takes about 20 minutes.
Okay.
25 minutes. It's very simple and straightforward. Now, folks, we're talking about iPhone right now. So our engineers, we had to do, it's only for smartphones, folks. It's got to be a smartphone. You have to have a data plan, right? So for the captions to come over the air. So we did iPhone first, and Android is coming soon. So you folks out there who need this, but you have an Android, just hang tight. It's coming. You can go to our website. You could reach out to me at my phone number, and I'll put you in our list.
Right.
So you're ready for that.
And just in case you don't, let's say, have a tablet or you have a flip phone, there's the STAT program that you can qualify for if you have a hearing loss,
right?
In which you can apply for a two-way texting device like the iPad,
exactly,
or a cell phone, and that will give you the opportunity to have this option as well. And that's also at no cost as well.
With STEP. Yeah, we're not part of that.
We're not part of it, but
that's
it could easily integrate.
Absolutely.
And you can have both ClearCaptions on a tablet, both at no cost.
Of course. Yeah. So let me make sure we're very clear on this. Let me let you guys know the requirements to qualify for the home phone. One is medically. You must have some verifiable form of hearing loss that necessitates the use of captions that help you. That's number one. The other two qualifications for the home phone are technical. Okay. In order to have this home phone in your home, you need to have access to the internet. Internet is required because of the speed of the captions and them coming over the air. Right. You need to have an internet connection. The second thing you need technically today is a home phone line. That could be a voice over IP phone line. It could be a regular telephone line, and what have you. So if you have those qualifications, home phone line and access to the internet and some form of hearing loss, I can put this phone in for you tomorrow or the next day. One of the things we're doing with this phone, the same phone here, is within the next couple of months, this phone will also be VoIP capable, meaning voice over IP. So in other words, if you have internet, you still need that. But if you have no home phone line, our phone will create a free voice over IP phone number for you. In this area, it'll be a 512 number. It'll create that for you. You get unlimited free long distance and local communication, and you'll be covered.
Wow.
So if you're sitting at home and you're saying, oh, I have hearing loss, I have internet, but I don't have a home phone line, I'd like to have something like this, still reach out to me. I'll keep you on our list because we're doing customer testing right now. It's almost ready to launch, right? So you don't have to go out and get yourself a home phone line and pay somebody for that.
Yeah.
We'll be ready for that shortly. Okay. So that's the qualification here. The qualification for iPhone or iPad is hearing loss, having an iPhone that's a 5S or newer, or having an iPad.
Easy. So easy.
Yeah.
Okay. While I check for any comments that may be on our YouTube, I have some trivia for you. Okay. So I'm going to put on the screen here. A new smoke detector was developed in Japan for the severely hard of hearing. When smoke is detected, it sprays out a synthesized smell of, and here are the options here. Skunk smell, rotten fish, pig manure, ammonia, or wasabi.
So where did this study come from?
This is a study from Japan.
Then I must say wasabi.
Wasabi. Correct. Wasabi. We don't have any comments yet. If you do have any questions for me or for Mr. Carr, feel free to give me a call, give him a call, and I'll get you in touch with him. We'll get you in for a hearing test and then get you set up with either hearing aids or just the caption telephone, anything just to help you hear and understand better, especially right now that we're all kind of inside. And communication is really important, especially over the phone and not face to face.
Yeah, more and more people are communicating that way, even with their healthcare professionals. And it can be a challenge when you're on these long conversations. You can't go see your legal team anymore. You can't. You're getting new insurance, and you're talking to the insurance agent, and you're trying to make sure that you're hearing everything correctly.
Yeah.
It's so much better. And remember, folks, tell people, slow down, speak as clearly as possible, and that helps a lot. But the nice thing, too, is you can go back on your phone. If you have a question, that insurance agent, you hung up with them and say, what did they say that deductible was? Go back to the call log and actually read all the words.
How many logs does it keep?
Okay, good question. It keeps right around 150 logs.
Wow.
But if you're not deleting them and you're just leaving them, all of a sudden, when it gets close to full, a big window pops up on the screen here, and it says, your call log is almost full. Please delete some call logs.
Right.
And have no fear. I'll show you how to do it. But if you forget, you could just call me, and I'll take you through the process.
Yeah, so that's a really good tool to have.
It is,
especially going back in conversations.
Oh,
I totally forgot what they said.
Exactly. With your message, I mean, anybody, you have so many conversations, communications. You hang up and you go, did they say we're going to lunch on Thursday or Friday?
Right.
I mean,
or when do I pick up my prescriptions, or where do I pick up my prescriptions?
Exactly.
What was the address?
Yep.
And so I wanted to also show. Let's see. I'm going to have on my website, we're going to have a spot for more information with ClearCaptions.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah. So, I mean, they can go to our website. They can call our 800 number. Right. If you want to do it very easy, my number.
Right.
We got to have one of my flyers posted here or what have you. Just call me directly. I can get you entered in the system and get everything taken care of, either for the future or right now. It makes it really easy, but you can do it either way.
Right. And a lot of good information on your website as well, with the device itself, the features that it has, and then contact information. And so we'll be putting that on our site here pretty soon. We might make a new tab here. And the video from today is going to be posted under videos, so you can go back and watch that.
Oh, no.
Here. Another assistive tool that we have in the office is T-Coil.
Yes.
There are hearing aids out there that will, our hearing aids have Bluetooth that can hook up to caption call, have T-Coil inside of them.
Right.
So that's even more help that you get when you go out to a theater or you go out to a meeting, anything like that.
Absolutely.
You're fully capable of utilizing everything.
Oh, the hearing aids are awesome nowadays because they interface with so many things. Me, I'm telephone. I'm home phone or mobile with iPhone and soon Android. But with hearing aids, with the Bluetooth connectivity and T-Coil, movie theaters, churches, gyms, these places, it makes life so much easier. I'm sure it was difficult back, just a few years ago with the ambient noise and trying to turn them up and turn them down.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I'm out visiting, installing phones with folks with some of the newer hearing aids. It's unbelievable. I mean, right from their smartphone, they're adjusting for ambient noise and in their different environments.
Absolutely.
It's just incredible.
There's just a lot of tools out there now
Yeah.
that are built to help you. And this is one of many.
Yes.
And it's a huge deal. Like I said, not only for yourself, but for family members or friends that please reach out to them and give them this information because there's sometimes people just don't know that it's out there.
Exactly. If you're having a challenge with a family member or a loved one, you're on the telephone, and it doesn't matter if these guys are in Hawaii or if they're in Maine, anywhere in the 50 United States, reach out to me. I will reach out to them, make sure they qualify. If they want it, I put it into our system and have one of our people anywhere in the country take care of them. So we are a nationwide provider and we have people all over the country.
Yeah. So you don't have to drive over there to your aunt in Washington.
No.
You can get them set up. They'll come and install it.
Yeah, we'll have our boys and girls in Kirkland, Washington.
That's right.
Take care of them because that's where I moved from Kirkland. So, yeah, and we won't tell you. Oh, by the way, let's see. Here's the person's name. Call them. If you have somebody in Kirkland, Washington, or Kokomo, Indiana, reach out to me. I will help them. I will qualify them, and I'll submit the registration, and our people in Kokomo will take over.
That's some great information. Do you have anything?
White glove service.
White glove service.
That's what it's all
and
about.
they're testing, and they're safe to go in. They'll use all of the protective gear.
Yeah, we got our masks. We get health checked. We have our gloves and all that good thing. And if you're still uncomfortable with that, we can do remote installations. It's not that hard. We'll actually either drop the phone off to you, ship it to you, and me or one of our techs will be on the phone and talk you through it. iPhone is simple. It's really simple. But this guy right here, we just want to make sure it's in the right place for you, help you log on to the Wi-Fi, either with an Ethernet cable or, wirelessly. So we can do it virtually for you, or we can do it in person.
Right.
It's totally up to you.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Do you have anything else that you want to share with us?
No, I just want to say that this has been a blessing. I was in the corporate world. It was great. That was wonderful, telecom and all that. But this is really a lot of fun because I'm helping people. They're excited about it. When I do the install, we goof around. We have a good time. Doesn't take long, but I really, really enjoy what I'm doing because a lot of times folks say, oh my gosh, this thing is so loud and clear. I can hear so much better. It makes everything sound so good. It's a blessing.
Right.
And I really enjoy
helping people.
doing this.
I mean, it's huge. Communication with family and friends is
I
really
kick
huge.
around. I meet a lot of new people. But when I walk out of there, they're saying, hey, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Because the cool thing is, this phone is just an extra phone. Remember that. It doesn't replace your other phones. If you have a phone line, you have some other little phones around the house, they all stay the same.
Right.
This is just an extra phone we put in a comfortable spot. You use when you want, but you don't have to use it.
There really isn't a lot of pressure at all.
No.
I mean,
No,
it
you
just
just
integrates easy.
try it out.
Everything.
I mean, folks, at the end of the day, all of us have already paid for this.
Right.
So if you have a need and you want to try it out,
Definitely.
you should use it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, try it out.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm going to have information in the office here, in my office at Trusted Hearing Center, demo phone as well. So you can come in and look at the phone and see what the features are.
Yep.
Like he said, we can do demos maybe with the hearing aids, Bluetooth.
Oh,
Can
sure.
we do that?
Sure.
And just see the clarity and the sound. So
Right.
If you know anyone or you yourself need any help, go ahead and come in and have your hearing tested, and we'll both talk to you about the benefits of this assistive technology.
Right.
Okay.
Right. We're here to help, here to serve. Philip, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming by.
Yep.
Visit our website, www.trustedhearingcenter.org. A lot of good information. Hearing aids, we're independent, so we carry all of them. And our pricing is on our website, so you can get that right away. Thank you so much.
Thanks.